So I had a dream the early hours this morning. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat or something, a cough. And in the dream I was again at like a conference or something, and this was like in the evening, and we were dressed up, but it was like a teaching session. There was a man talking at the front, and it was something to do with my job, I'm nearly sure. So we're listening to him, and there's like loads of wee sparkly lights. It's probably nearly Christmas, and it had that sort of atmosphere about it. And all these people started coming into the room, and he was talking and he was looking, and the noise really increased, and we were going, we can't hear what you're saying, we can't hear, speak up. And we were all complaining that, you know, these people were in the room now and they were like getting dinner and things like that there, and we couldn't hear what he was saying. And he decided he was just going to stop the conference and that we would reconvene at a different time or something. So that was fine, so everybody left. And I was like, you know, it's getting a bit cold anyway, and it was sort of like an outside sort of conference thing, and all like the wee fairy lights and stuff all around the outside of it. And we were like, right, that's fine, let's go home. So we're going home, but we went back to a friend's house that was there with us, and it was nearly turned into like a Christmas dinner sort of thing, or it was like a party was going to happen at her house. And from getting from the conference or the talk to the friend's house, it was just an older woman. I had got my underwear wet, and I knew this, and I had gone into her house and I said to her, do you have any clean underwear? My underwear's wet. And I had a dress on, and I was like, I need to change it. That's all I could think of, was I need to change it into a dry set of underwear. So she was like, yeah, no problem. And she gave me a fresh pair of pants, and at the same time I'm looking around her whole house, and it's all decorated like, was it Christmassy? So all I could say is like it was Christmassy, but it wasn't Christmas sort of thing. And in my mind I was like, I don't really want to stay. I don't want to be here. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay. I might just go home. But in the meanwhile I'm pulling the pants on, and the pants get up to my legs and everything, and I tried to pull them over my bum, and they were like a pale blue or a pale green excuse me, and I'm pulling, trying to get them over my bum. They went up, but they wouldn't go over my bum, and I'm doing this under the dress. And just at that I wake up, and God says, like, why are you trying to squeeze into something that doesn't fit you anymore? And immediately I was like, I put on loads of weight, you know, if I got a big bum. But I think what he was meaning was like spiritually. I was like, and the verse that keeps coming to me is extend your tents. God was going to extend your tents, and now wherever you're at. And the funny, I wish I had my book. I'd got a number, and when I looked up the number, it said enlarged, a large field, just large. Large, extended, or you know, like a large plane, something like that is what it meant. I can't remember what number it was now. And it's just come back to me there when I said that, and it's like God saying, Emma, you don't fit there anymore. It's like you can't do those things, or you can't go to those places, or you can't be in that place. You're too enlarged, you're too big. You don't fit the underwear. You can't make them. You're really trying yourself. You're really trying to fit in to these pants that don't fit you anymore. I was like, why are you trying to squeeze into something? It's too small for you. That way of life and that way of thinking is too small for you. And I think that's what he's saying, like that way of life. Or maybe I'm just trying to think small, and I need to think bigger. He just doesn't want me to be small anymore. He's asking me to grow and asking me to move into a bigger territory. I'm already there, and I'm trying to still stay in the small mindset. I feel that's what it is, like a small mindset. Stop. You don't fit there anymore. And at times I wouldn't know them any other way. And then I hear things I listen to and it's all about spiritual stuff, and I'm like, I know that, and they're saying the same thing, so like I couldn't have made this up. And it's everything the Holy Spirit has shown me. And I think once you've gone so far with God, and you've allowed Him to open your mind and extend your tent pegs into like spiritual things and understanding spiritual things, not a lot of other Christians understand. Maybe they're just not called to do it. I don't know. Everybody has different gifts. But now that I understand these things, you can't really try and fit back into society. I don't fit. And I've never felt that. I've never felt that I belonged in certain places. I've never felt like I've belonged in a friend group. I've never felt like I've belonged in, and I don't mean this, that sounds awful, and I don't mean it as in, oh, I'm too good for this workplace or whatever. It's just, so for example, God's given me a new job, but He doesn't want me to be best friends forever with all my work colleagues. He's put me there for a divine purpose, to do what He needs me to do. And I'm allowed to be there. And there's nothing wrong with the people that are there. They're not saved, but there's nothing wrong with them. But I don't think He wants me to really engage in personal relationships outside of work with them. And I've been really struggling with this because I have a retirement party to go to on Saturday evening. And initially I thought it was a retirement party, just like a dinner. It's all paid for by my workplace. And I just thought it was a wee gathering of all the employees, and not a lot of us, just to say farewell to the women. And all of a sudden everybody's getting their hair done and they're dressing up, and I'm like, hold on a minute, what do you mean these are all going 100% makeup, hair, the whole shebang? I was like, this isn't our Christmas do. And they're like, oh, it basically is. So now I'm engaged in like a Christmas party. I don't know what to do, and I'm like, Lord, I don't want to be disobedient to You, and I don't want to be in places, because when God asks you to be set apart from the world, you're light and not darkness. You shouldn't be associating with the darkness. But then I'm like, Lord, also, how are we supposed to share the gospel and be an example of your love and your gospel? Do you know, how are we supposed to do that? So I don't know, maybe that's what He's saying, maybe that's the answer. So I don't really know what to do about that. I'm going to pray about it, but in the same time, why are we trying to squeeze into things where we don't fit anymore? So it's just a wee lesson.